Hey girl, are your healthy habits all over the place or non-existent? Do you wish you could find true food freedom, move your body for joy, and really just talk a little nicer to yourself? If you have tried to habit hack your health, but the strategies you've tried just haven't worked for you in your busy lifestyle, then this podcast is for you. Hey, I'm Emily Nichols, habit and fitness coach, behavior change specialist, and Taco Tuesday enthusiast. Hey, I am here to tell you there is an easier way than what we've been taught about our health and our habits. How do I know? Well, because I've transformed my own life through habit hacking, and now my family gets the best of me, and I now help my clients do the same. I'm now going to teach you how to create healthy habits in less time, guilt-free for all seasons of your life. It's not your fault your habits haven't worked, my friend. We just have to do them differently. So, are you ready to feel empowered and transform your habits and life? Then let's do this. Hey gang, welcome back to Habit Hack Thursday. We are finishing up our series talking all about habit tracking. So 2 weeks ago, we talked about should you track your food freedom habits. The week after that, last week, we talked about should you be tracking your workouts. And then this week, we're talking about mindset habits and tracking those. Mindset, man, that is the fundamental need I personally struggle with the most. I sometimes get a loop playing in my head with a lot of self-limiting beliefs, and I have to work really hard to tell those self-limiting beliefs to go away and prove to myself that I am capable, I am confident, I am proving I am by doing hard things, just by showing up and taking care of myself. That's hard, right? Now, gang, today we are finishing up the Healthy Habit Reset live. You can still join us and catch the replays, but only for a limited time. You can get that new habit tracker. It's a digital habit tracker. You all have been asking for it at a discounted rate just for joining. You can watch the replays. I teach my 5-step healthy habit change method, if you will, inside of this masterclass. It's available all year round, but I do it live every quarter with y'all to answer your questions directly as you are going through it. But come join us. Like I said, the replays are available for only a limited amount of time. And if you join, you'll be able to get that special discount code on the new digital habit tracker. I'm super duper excited to share this with you, y'all. Now, inside of all of my programming, I teach a concept called the 1% better rule. This is something James Clear talks about in Atomic Habits, in his Atomic Habits book. And it's something I've heard Dr. BJ Fogg talk about from the book Tiny Habits. It's something I have talked about on the podcast before about just adding on 1% or 0.1, because sometimes I ask folks to do that physically when I'm coaching a class, like at Orange Theory. I'm like, add 1% incline, add just a 0.1. It's the compound effect, right? It's about getting 1% better. And that's what I teach inside of all of my programming, the accelerators. You'll see me giving really simple habit hacks and systems to help you take action. But it's not the 75% rule, it's the 1% rule. And we're in such a hurry to get results. But friends, when we're training for life, consistency and sustainability, which is one of the challenges that we focus on inside of the Movement Habits Accelerator. That's one of the biggest challenges we face there. But with a lot of habits, we really are challenged with consistency and sustainability. And a lot of times it's because we're doing too much at once. And a lot of times that starts with our mindset. So just think about getting 1% better and rethinking your mindset habits. It's something you have to be very mindful with, if you will. And we need to think about this more personally and vulnerably with ourselves and open with ourselves in tracking those habits over time. We talked about, tracking food and tracking workout habits, but thinking about it in a different way, thinking about maybe habits that aren't healthy for you in those ways, and reversing those habit loops into healthier habit loops. We talked about not just tracking your macros, but tracking triggers for emotional eating. We talked about, as far as movement, tracking how you feel before and after. With our mindset habits, it just can't be check, yeah, I had positive thoughts today. That's not real life, right? That's not real life. We need to think about mindset as a long haul and a muscle we have to work to get stronger. It's one I'm personally working on. Like I said, one that I have to be really intentional. So we're going to talk about a few different mindset habits that I feel like are a lot more like real and easy to track. Okay, and it's super important to track these, as sometimes as hokey or silly as it may seem, because you're more likely to do them. We talked about earlier this week the power of tracking and how it helps you stay motivated. It gives you data. It's black and white data versus like subjective data or self-limiting beliefs we're telling ourselves. So let's talk about a few different mindset habits that I feel are simple to track, but will give you such a big impact, especially if you deal with self-limiting beliefs like I personally do. Number one, journaling. Get it out, girl. Tracking, like you want to journal weekly, you want to journal daily, see what is sustainable for you and the capacity you have. But it can really help you identify patterns, triggers, and areas of improvement in your life for mindset. I know when I sit down and write, some things come out and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that's a big thought, or, oh, that's great. And sometimes we just have to get it out. So journaling, I think, is a really great mindset habit to track. Meditation is another one. Meditation or prayer. I work really hard on growing my relationship with the Lord. I'm a Christian. And it's hard because I have so much clutter in my head and so much running through it. I want to make room for Him because that's the most important relationship other than myself and my husband and my kids. And I have to track it. I have to put that as a habit on my tracker and have a habit loop for it at the end of my day is when I usually, spend time with the Lord, or in the shower. In the shower, it's either time with the Lord, like chatting with Him, or watching a show on Netflix, or listening to a podcast. Yes, I've set my phone up so I can see a show on Netflix, like in the shower. I can't be the only one. It's my only time I get to myself, okay? I'm multitasking. I'm habit stacking. So I feel like meditation and prayer is simple to track and create habit loops and habit hacks around that. But you're able to observe how you feel around those times and how that applies to your life. Also, setting goals. Setting goals is so important. Specific mindset related goals to track your progress towards achieving them. So maybe it's reducing negative self-talk, or it's increasing self-compassion, or having measurable goals where you stay on track. Like, I only talk bad about myself like 3 times this week. Like, that may seem counterintuitive, but the more you track it, you'd be like, oh, okay, well, those are the only negative thoughts I can have this week. Boom, I'm done. Okay. Gratitude. I know this seems hokey as well, team, but guys, when you are focused on what you are grateful for, like truly, truly, truly in your heart of hearts, what you are grateful for, it's really hard to be mad or sad when you're truly grateful. And you can habit stack this like prayer and gratitude at the same time, prayer or meditation and gratitude. It really realigns those negative thoughts to what is super awesome in your life and fosters a more positive mindset. And just using that habit tracker, guys, it gives you so much data and it helps you like feel good about yourself. You feel so confident that you are doing the thing. You are doing the mindset habit work, and you will see the fruits of your labor if you keep going. Now remember that tracking your mindset habits, just like food, freedom, and movement habits, is an ongoing process. You can change it up depending on the season of life that you are in, and it requires patience and consistency on your part. I know, as women, we have that all or nothing mentality. We talk about it in Atomic Habits for Women a lot because that's just the way we are, and that's why we have to do habits differently. And just having a deeper understanding for having a method that I teach, girl, you're going to have a lot more sustainable success instead of overnight wins because we're training for life in all reality. So mindset and your overall well-being are an important part of your fundamental needs and your health, and I don't want you to neglect those, okay? So also, as we have talked about the past couple of weeks, we've had some habit loops for you around tracking. So we're going to have a habit loop for you around tracking your mindset habits. So let's talk about one. So remember, a habit loop is a cue, routine, reward. We dig super deep into habit loops and habit tracking inside of each of my programs, the mini courses, if you will. I have the accelerators. So I have a mindset, movement, and food freedom accelerator program. It's a mini course to help you take action, learn the strategy, take it into action, or you can bundle all three. I do have a private Facebook community for everyone that purchases an accelerator. That way you're able to send me your questions. I go live every week for Q&A and just give you a little bit more behind the scenes habit hacking based on what we talked about on the show each week, and just connection too. Like, y'all, we're all just trying our best, right? So let's talk about a mindset habit loop. So Q, wake up in the morning. Wake up in the morning. We usually wake up about the same time every day, right? Routine. Say a positive affirmation. You could even habit hack this more and have like a visual cue, like a stack of like positive affirmation cards right by your alarm. The routine is say a positive affirmation, pull a card, say the positive affirmation, read it out loud, put your hand over your heart, really meditate and focus on that. And the reward is you're setting the tone for a really freaking amazing day, like a very positive tone. That feels so much better than hitting snooze, getting up and then scrolling like on your phone and, you know, giving your space and energy away to social media versus taking just that extra like 60 seconds for yourself. Like, more likely you probably won't open your phone. Okay. So I hope this was helpful. I'm so excited about the new digital habit tracker. There's a ton more digital habit hacking tools coming your way via Google Sheets. Throughout the rest of the year, you'll see the shop has got a major overhaul, which I'm super excited about. We're really digging deeper into habit hacking tools over the remainder of this year and into next year. And I'm just so excited for everyone inside of the Healthy Habit Reset, getting this new tracker, everyone enrolling in the accelerators as well. Like, so pumped. So link is in the show notes to join us. It's not too late to join for the Healthy Habit Reset Live. Or like I said, if you're listening to this at a later date, the Healthy Habit Reset is a masterclass that's free. It's available all year round. So go check it out. This is where we start with Basic Habit Strategy 101. Then we'll take it next steps from there together. Getting 1% better, friends. That is where it is at. I'll catch up with you next week. Hey girl, real quick before you go, did you know I have a secret podcast where I talk all about why most habit strategies don't work for us women? Spoiler alert, it's not our fault. Visit bit.ly/Atomic Habits for Women, it's linked in the show notes, to access my secret podcast series and have your biggest aha moment about why and how women have to do habits differently. And if you love the podcast, the number one way you can thank me is to leave a rating and review in iTunes. That way more mamas can find the show. Love and appreciate you, friend. We'll see you next time.